Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories About Entitled People. Who are their neighbors to demand that our OP open the pool? This whole scenario is an insurance nightmare. Never, never, never let anyone use your pool, especially when you're not home. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. I towed a car without warning when they parked in my spot. I live in a condo in a building that's completely full. There are residential parking and visitor parking. On almost every night, the visitor parking is full, and so are the street parking. It's not uncommon for my friends to have to park a far distance, then walk to my place. When I bought my condo, it came with 2 parking spaces. Since I was single and had only one car, the management company offered to buy back one space. I thought about it, but decided to keep both spaces just in case I get married while still living here. In any case, it can serve as parking for visiting family or friends. I want to be very clear. These parking spaces are part of my condo. They are listed in the mortgage and deed. They are not free, and I turned down a hefty cash offer for one of them. On Saturday, I was having a dinner party with some friends. As usual, some complained that they had to park several blocks away, and the ones that didn't made fun of them for coming late. Someone said I had an extra parking space, and the smart ones tried to get here early to get that space. Then they tried to figure out who was the smartest person that got the space, and we soon realized no one at the party parked in my space. A group of us went to the parking area, and sure enough, there was a car in my space. I took a pic, and after confirming it didn't belong to anyone at the party, I called security to have it towed. Most everyone at the party cheered, but a few people were not happy. I was having the car towed because the car had a handicap plate. This morning, those people were really salty and messaged me that it was an a-hole move. I argued it's my space and they didn't have permission, while they argued it's a parking space and I just cost someone $200. I'm not sure if the fee, that's just the figure someone threw out during the argument and made their life harder. I argued the parking space is mine, just as my kitchen. Some handicapped person can just come into my house without an invitation and start cooking in my kitchen because it's easier for them. I should add that my spaces are not near to the doors or better than other spaces for disabled people. At the end of the day, it's your parking space and you didn't give them permission. Even if they're handicapped, they're not entitled to your parking spot. And our second story. Entitled mom is upset because I didn't spend enough money on her son for Christmas. This story's from 2 years ago. It happened around the time when I first moved to Vegas. I have a cousin who has 7 kids, and since I just moved and I hadn't seen them since the youngest was in diapers, now this cousin also has a sister who has exactly 1 child. For that 1 kid, she gets food stamps, child support, and she doesn't effing work. She's that type of person who trades their food stamps for cash and blows her money on stupid crap like trips to Cali and beer. She literally only cares about someone if she can use them. Mind you, my cousin with the 7 works her butt off. She's a little embarrassed that she gets government help because she feels responsible for having all 7 of her children. But no matter how hard she works, she makes enough for bills, and the food stamp she gets is just enough for food to last the month. Growing kids eat a lot. Mind you, I was 20 turning 21, and I always had hella money left over after every check. My bills were paid on time, and I'd help my mother from time to time. We visited the kids one day, and the 3rd youngest told me that Christmas was coming, but he knows he wasn't going to get anything from Santa, but he's excited that they get to eat good food on Christmas. Kids live off ramen and ravioli. This shattered my heart. All of her kids are well behaved for the most part, and they deserved a good Christmas. I started asking them what they wanted. In order from the oldest to youngest, Dax wanted headphones and a new sweater. Jen wanted a sweater and nail polish. Darren wanted a football and a cake. JR wanted a soccer ball and a cake. Z wanted Transformers and Power Rangers. Nana wanted My Little Pony. Jay wanted anything Paw Patrol. Names are changed, of course. So I talked to my cousin in Spanish since the kids don't understand it yet, and I tell her how I'll take Christmas off and how I wouldn't take the kids for her. She looked like she wanted to cry. She thanked me and told me she'd try to pay me back. I told her no. She stated she would pick up an extra shift because she still wanted to get them something. So I got paid and I gave myself a $40 limit per kid. I got each kid 2 big presents from Walmart, and with the remaining money, got them all small stuff from the dollar store. Your kids appreciate everything you get them. The 2 that wanted cake, they got cake. I even put a bow on that bee and we hid it behind the milk and eggs in the fridge. Now, I guess my cousin told her sister because I got a call from her sister, and this is how the conversation went. EC, entitled cousin. Me, obviously. GC, good child. His mom's a piece of crap, but he isn't. EC, hey, Chris told me you were doing Christmas for her kids. Me, yeah, they're spending Christmas Eve at my house. Mom's cooking dinner and we're going to open presents the next morning. EC, surely you have room for one more. Me, are you talking about GC? EC, of course I am. Me, all right, no problem. Drop him off Christmas night so he can eat and watch movies, then pick him up the next morning. EC, no problem. Mind you guys, after buying the kids their presents and my parents, there I was, a little broke. EC called me the day before Christmas Eve, so I scrounged what I could and got GC some dollar store toys. Christmas Eve comes, and my mom picks up the 7 and brings them to the house. They're flabbergasted by the presents under the tree and in the stockings with their names. The older ones goofing about who got what. I wait for an hour or 2, and EC never brings GC. So we feed the kids and start watching movies. After about 3 movies, all the kids pass out to food comas. The next morning, we wake and there's no word from EC. The kids start diving into their presents. JR and Darren have some Christmas cake and they share with their siblings. Everything's in full swing. Then banging on the door. I open it and I'm not really happy. Me, why the F are you banging on my... Oh, it's you guys. Why didn't you bring GC last night? EC, watch your mouth. I got busy and we couldn't make it. Me, smelling bullcrap and rolling my eyes. You've said worse stuff in front of GC. You want to come in? EC, sorry, we don't have time. Can we just get his presents, his meal, and go? Me, his meal? EC, yeah, your mom cooked. Me, yeah, last night you were busy and the kids ate it all. EC, you didn't save GC a plate? Me, you never brought him, so no. EC, whatever, just give us his presents. GC looks like he wants to stay and play. I felt bad for the kid. I walked in and swam through wrapping paper till I got to GC's presents. They were small, so I put them in a gift bag. He opened them on my porch and his eyes lit up. GC, whoa, a ninja and a wrestler. Ooh, silly putty. I got a puzzle. I love this. Thank you, Momo. I got a little glomp. I hugged him back and said Merry Christmas. EC, that's it? I gave her a look, trying to compose myself. B meter rising. Me, what do you mean? EC, how much did you spend on them? Me, none of your business. EC, you know you're selfish. You bought him these cheap toys so you could buy Chris and her kids all that crap. Let GC have one of each of their toys so it's fair. B meter explodes. Me, are you insane? Closes door and covers GC's ears. It's Christmas. Be glad I bought anything at all. You only ever call us when you want something. You rob your son of a good time because you only care about yourself. It's not fair to him. You spend your money on bullcrap when you have a whole child to care for. You only have one child, and because you milk your baby daddy, that poor soul pays hella money for his son, but you spend that money on your nails and beer. How about you act your age and be responsible for once? EC looked shocked. EC, who do you think you are? Me, a woman who didn't try to trap a man by getting pregnant on purpose. A woman who doesn't get assistance but pays taxes so lazy bees like you can feed your kid. The woman that brought your kid Christmas presents because I wasn't selfish like his mother. EC looked like she wanted to hit me. She would have swung if my mom hadn't come outside. EC's intimidated by my mom. She takes GC and leaves. She ended up moving to Chicago to mooch off her mother now. I hope GC's okay and that he doesn't pick up her horrid habits. Edit. So I talked to my cousin with the 7, and she got a hold of her mother in Chicago. Good child's taller now. Damn jeans. And his grandmother now has legal custody of him. His mother was in trouble with the law, and she's serving time and lost custody. His father lives here in Vegas, and he can't afford to take care of him since he's struggling to take care of himself. Good child's planning a trip to save up his allowance so he can come visit us. I gave him $250 to help. Sounds like an appreciative kid who has a crap mother. He probably loved what you got him because he didn't get anything from his mother. Kids don't care about expensive toys, they care that they're toys. And our last story. I'm not allowing neighborhood kids to use the pool. I, 37-year-old male, moved into a small neighborhood with my fiancée, 36-year-old female. The neighborhood is full of kids around the ages of 9 and 10. We found out that my fiancée is expecting and both decided on wanting a pool. I had an above-ground pool put in last year, and the neighborhood kids were very happy. I told them no dogs were allowed in the pool as the lining was fragile and could break. This year, I opened the pool, and the kids used it while we were away. When we got back, I noticed the water level was low and tried to refill it. I saw a good-sized tear on the side and got it fixed. The kids came over the next day with a Labrador Retriever wanting to use the pool, and I told them that the pool was closed. I come home and see a few of the neighbors arguing with my fiancé. I walk over and everyone starts talking about how I hurt their kids' feelings by not allowing them to use the pool. I explained what happened and why I had to close the pool. A few of them start laughing and demand me to reopen the pool. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.